Separation is an illusion. Everything is connected. And I'm trying to talk louder, so hopefully the sound travels to the mic. I got one right here, but I don't know. When it gets to the book, I'll actually get closer to the phone so you can hear the words more clearly. This is how I was going to break down my channel, and I'm outside right now, so hopefully the sirens doesn't hurt that much. Meanwhile, number one, the book. We're going to talk about that today. Number two, my thoughts, documentaries, lectures, and interviews. Number three, I was there, meaning where I've been throughout my journey. Number four, K-Dot said it, meaning various quotes and things that K-Dot said, whether in the book or in an interview, or actually on stage, because they say different things when you see them live than on the radio. Number five, audiobooks and others. And then number six, check this out. So, I got this book right here when I was locked up in 2009, and I had to get this warrant off in order to go to Job Corps trade school in Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, so I can get my GED, high school diploma, so I can go to college. Meanwhile, while I was in jail, possession of marijuana, I got this book. This book is called Words I Have Lived by Norman Vincent Peale. And I may be messing that name up, but I modeled my book off of this book. So this book, Words I Have Lived By, is the book that really got me into going into college, which, in case you're following the series, that's my second great awakening. This book is definitely a part of that catalyst of changing my mental attitude into, hey, stop selling crack, do something else. So this book is just a book of quotations, and I'll pick one out. Chapter 6, relationships, and one quote: grant that we may not so much seek to be understood as to understand. St. Francis. And like I said, it's just a quote. A whole bunch of quotes. And I'll take a picture of the table of contents and show you, what the chapters are about. Meanwhile, I didn't want to title my book Words I Have Lived By, but it is Words I Have Lived By. It just doesn't have the same title. So it's just a book of quotations with, in case you get the book, you'll see he gives a preview of the word, or a small, summary, and then gives you quotes about the chapter, meaning faith, mental health, relationships, prayer, all chapters. So writing these scripts down, I usually write them down on this, but then I found out that it's hard to read from this, so I moved it into this bigger one, which, like I said, I started this one in, half of y'all don't know K-Dot, March, after I Am Music with Playboy Cardi. So, the big three. I found out most towns or cities are built on schools, hospitals, and churches. After I created my charity, I found out most are 501c3s. Most 501c3s are schools, hospitals, and churches. I'll say that again. Most towns and cities, the pillars or foundations are schools, hospitals, and churches. And a 501c3 doesn't pay taxes. Think about student loans and student debts and underemployment. The school that you're paying all of this to, they don't have to pay taxes. the medical debt and the malpractice or the incidental injury, meaning the top 3 leading causes of death in the U.S. is malpractice, meaning the doctor or the hospital is the cause of the death. They don't have to pay any taxes. And then the churches who do collections and tithe, collection baskets and tithing, they want you to pay 10% of your money. And when I was in church, we didn't really have food or lights or hot water because my mom would spend her money for choir trips and, giving it to the house of the God. Meanwhile, especially around the holidays and revivals, I found out about the 3 N's: normal, natural, and necessary. So 3 things that people think are normal, natural, and necessary are taxes, war, and eating meat. So we just established that the schools, hospitals, and churches, most of them don't pay taxes. So you can live in Florida or Texas, and you won't have to pay any state taxes. So there's, like I said, before 1917, there was no such thing as taxes. And the Gilded Age they didn't have to pay property tax, corporate tax, none of that. I'm talking about the Carnegies and the Vanderbilts and the Morgans. So how they got that Rockefeller Center, it was they didn't get the tax on their money or their corporations. Meanwhile, that's the Gilded Age. People think war is natural, but you got to be trained to go to war, so it doesn't come to you naturally, meaning it's not natural. And eating meat, that's not natural because, well, when you're a baby, the baby doesn't need meat to grow. Meanwhile, on to the next. I found out about 3 major misconceptions: Darwinism, genetics, and matter is the only thing that matters. Darwinism would be strongest will survive, evolution. Major misconception. Genetics is, my parents had it, so I got it, or my great-granddad had it, so I'm going to get it. That's a major misconception. And matter is the only thing that matters is the final major one of the 3 of the major misconceptions that a lot of people live their life by. And I found out the government doesn't exist, 1. Where is it? 2, who is it? 3. And in case you can't answer where is it and who is it, then, like I said, it doesn't exist. I found that. Bush, Clinton, Bush, and Obama are all presidents, but they're not the government because, nobody listens to Bush, Clinton, or Obama. The other ones ain't even here no more. The courthouse, the county clerk, the post office, and the White House are all buildings. But, again, none of them are the government. In case the post office shuts down or something happens to the county clerk office, remodel, doesn't mean the government stops. I found my 3rd eye and I stopped thinking with my 3rd leg. That was big. I was the Walking Dead. I was programmed. I was myth-led. Myth-led, meaning myths, not truth. I had no belief in myself, the people around me, the system, or the state I was in. 2015, they lied to me about everything. That's when I heard a voice from the other side. Clear as a bell. Money won't stop a suicidal weakness. You got to get up, man. Life is more than suicide. I love myself. It was like Pac and my brother came and grabbed me and was like, listen to this, King Kunta. So if you ever relapse, just relax and pop in my disc. Don't you pop me no fucking pill. I'm going to pop you and just give you this. King Kunta. I was hung up on money, image, and status. Money, sex, and drugs. On my way to credit, insurance, and security. Then I was robbed in a park with a park full of eyewitnesses that I've known since elementary school. So when I said I had no belief in myself, the people around me, the system, or the state I was in, In 2015, they lied to me about everything. So I went running for answers. When I got done sorting through all the BS, I found myself right there at the bottom. I didn't know how heavy I was until I had to pick myself up. That was the best decision I ever made. My first book is about the journey and the things I found along the way. This is page 34 and 33 and part of 32. What is amazing is most of it is in the third month, March. So on page 34 and 33 in this book, it's the third month. And inside of this book, I'll just show you, I got this book. This is a New Testament, not an Old Testament. This is a small New Testament. So some of those words made it into this book. And like I said, I didn't know how to title my book, so I just titled it a whole bunch of acronyms. So, at the top of the page, it has diversity of thought, which must means I care about that a lot. Diversity of thought. And it goes from 313 to 313:17, 317, 314, 315, 316, 320, 331, 42. And like I said before, the reason I started writing this book is to actually have my belief systems written down, because sorting through it all, I found out a lot of it I didn't even need or use. And the stuff that I did, I didn't desire to forget, so I wrote it all down. Again, this is when Facebook started doing the memories. So they started showing me things, and I'm like, I don't even remember this. So the Facebook memories was a great help. I'm like, oh, okay, this is where I was then. This is where I am now. Oh, I'm still along that path. Meanwhile, I have never been a shallow person. I always dive deep. I am tall, dark, and handsome. I am not black. Make it a great day. Since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and our game from a woman, I wonder why we take from our women. Do we hate our women? I think it's time to kill for our women. Time to heal our women. Be real to our women. I love women first. I'm a feminist first. 313:17. A prophet is never in it for the profit. So everything that I'm actually saying to you guys, that little $ button on the YouTube page, I never pushed it. So everything I'm saying is, I'm not getting monetized for this stuff. YouTube ain't cutting me no check. But that's just how I feel. You know, the game ain't supposed to be sold. It's supposed to be told. And when I was growing up, they said the game is supposed to be sold, not told. So I had to buy it at an expense that really was, like I said, it took me 5 minutes to get in trouble, 5 years to get out. But I put in work. I paid for it. If he tell you you ain't nothing, don't believe him. And if he can't learn to love you, you should leave him. 'Cause sister, you don't need him. And I ain't trying to gas you up. I just call it how I see him. Keep your head up. We gon' be all right. 315. There's nothing better than love. What in the world could you ever have been thinking of? It's better by far. Thank you for THC. The healing component is love. Love yourself and project it onto others. Treat the next man like a brother. Don't push your religion on me, and I won't push my non-religion on you. Truth is the only thing I'm devoted to. 316:17. No relationship is all sunshine, but two people can share an umbrella and survive the storm together. 316:17. Last year, I found out everything is not what it seems. Make it a great day. 317:16. KY, know yourself, which is a part of the title of my book. So this is a meme on 31717. Again, as you notice, all of these on 317, 316. The 31716 is the memories. You know what I mean? Because it goes from 31716 to 31717. So this is just, hey, yo, this is what you did last year on Facebook. Remember this. The meme says, peace, it does not mean in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of all those things and still be calm in your heart. And when I got that book, Words I Live By, I was in jail or county. So, like I said, there was turmoil, there was noise, there was trouble. But with that book, I found the peace of mind to endure. You know, read a book and exercise, keep your spirit in. 320. I don't have time to complain. If you complain for 5 minutes, you just wasted 5 minutes. Like I said, I don't have time to waste. It only costs time to pay attention. I'm not killing nothing but time. Time is an illusion. Past, present, and future is now. So this is when I really started breaking down my matrix in time and, you know, shifting it from 365 days a year is 1 year to every 7 years is 1 year. Because every 7 years I had pretty much a great awakening. Life is all about sorting through the real shit and the bullshit. Don't get caught up in the BS. I found out now it's all BS, belief systems. So on this one, I got 32014, which is a memory. And then at the end, I got the evolving of the idea. So at first the BS was bull. Now it's belief systems in 32017. Everybody deserves time, love, and attention. Still true to this day. Again, that was in 2014 March. Sometimes I look up to the sky and I say, thank you for everything. Thank you for nothing. Thank you for all the homies. Then I go on about my day. Crying and hiding from what scares you won't make them go away. Fear is a lie. False evidence appearing real. 331:17, but the poster started on 331:13. So that's over 13 years ago. Man, I have been through a lot, and I have done a lot. I thank God for the strength and protection, because I know it wasn't all me for real. She is all I need. 331:17. So it started on March of 2014, and it ended in March 31st in 2017. And this is when I started thinking of God as a woman, not just a man. Meaning, God isn't just a man. God is a woman also. That's why I wrote this book. Become your greatest version. Make it a great day. Make it a great day was also going to be the title of this book. Or Free Your Mind and the Rest Shall Follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. Either you're running free or you're running scared. How are you running? 4-3-17. And like I said, this is page 32. 4-3-17. The difference between being a zombie and being alive is some people are sleepwalking and some people are walking in awareness. How are you walking? 4-4-17. Be careful who you keep close to you. 4-5-14. What's up there? What's up there? Meanwhile, so as you can see, 4-3-17, I was talking about zombies, and I told you I was sleepwalking. So I understand what it's like. And on 3-15-17, There's nothing better than love. What in the world could you have ever been thinking of? Is better by far. Type those words into YouTube. I'll put that in the comment section below too. And like I said, you'll understand how to decode my book. So, back to Josh and the yin and yang theory. So, Josh said everybody is a walking yin and yang. And I don't have it. Right, it's marker. But that's okay. So, we'll do this for the homie. Can I say I'm not on the outside looking in? I'm not on the inside looking out. I'm in the dead center. Looking around. Now, you can see this circle right here. That's 3 circles. But also, there's 1, 2, 3 circles. So, like I said, the big 3. We're all walking, talking yin and yangs, but it's easier to control the all when you just got the center. When you center yourself, and like I said, I also think this is a representation of the earth, and this is the light that shines in the night, and this is the light that shines in the day. So, the sun is a black hole. Separation is illusion. Everything is connected. High power.